Hi, my name is Kaylee. I'm a physical therapist and yoga teacher, excited about getting you moving and feeling good in your body. Today we're going to be doing some chair yoga, so grab a chair without arms and let's get started. I'm going to be turning my chair a couple of different times so you can see the posture of my body, but you'll just keep your chair straight forward. Let's start in a tall seated position. I'm going to come to the edge of my chair and I'm going to lift my chest up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in, lift the chest and chin. Exhale, round the spine, drop the gaze towards the belly. Take a deep breath in and unravel, lifting the chin and the gaze towards the sky. You can start to rock your hips more forward, creating a deeper bend in the lower back, or if you feel supported here, stay here. On an exhale, round the spine. Gaze down towards the belly. Inhale, cat pose, slide the arms back. The chest lifts, the shoulder blades melting. Exhale, round the spine, gaze towards the floor. Allow your hands to crawl down the fronts of your legs. We're gonna come into a forward fold. You might find forward fold comfortable with the elbows on the knees. Depending on how you're feeling in your low back, you might like to walk your hands all the way to the ground or towards your feet. If you have stays on your chair like this or legs on your chair like this, you can grab onto the chair legs. And we're rounding the back. So whether you're here, here, or here, we're creating that rounding of the spine, like a cat. Wherever you can feel yourself releasing from the back of the neck, the heaviness of the head drapes towards the ground. I'm gonna slowly unroll, make my way into a nice tall seated position. I'm gonna straighten out my right leg and lift my heart up towards the sky. I'm gonna fold now with a flat back, giving myself a stretch of the hamstring. And I'll switch to the other side. My right foot comes down onto the ground, my left leg is straight, and I'm hinging at the hips. I can feel this along the back of my leg, but be conscientious. Where do you feel it? Do you feel it in your back? Do you feel it in your tush, down the back of the leg, or with the calf? Let's do this one more time on both sides. The left leg is long, the right knee is bent, hinging forward at the hips. And then switch. Rolling back up into a nice tall seated position. I'm going to move towards a warrior one. I'm turning my chair. And this is why it's nice to have a chair without arms, because I'm actually going to be kind of splitting some of the chair with my legs. My right foot is going to be my forward foot, so my knee is tracking over my toes, and my left leg is out long behind me. I'm bringing that foot into our 45-degree angle, and I'm going to start to turn my pelvis, my hip, my headlights towards my front leg or my leading right leg. Now I am supported on the chair, but I do feel supported by both of my feet as well. Here we'll reach our arms up over the head for our warrior one position. From warrior one, we'll move on to warrior two, but find a moment to straighten out the back and try to tuck the tailbone underneath especially if you tend to let your hips sink forward like I do. Let's engage the core. Nice. Now to get to warrior two, we're taking our headlights from tracking over the front knee towards opening up towards the front of the room. This means that my toe will come along with me and I have a nice open hips position. I might want to shorten my stance. That might feel a little bit more comfortable. From here, hips are facing forward and my arms are nice and long. Again, engaging through the bottoms of my feet and pressing towards the sky with the top of my head. From this position, we'll breathe. And gaze can be over that front hand to replicate your standing warrior pose. From here, both arms are going to reach. We'll move into star pose. So our feet are going to be nice and long and our arms are up towards the sky. We're making a big, bright star. Let's close our knees and elbows towards each other and bring ourselves back into star pose. That might be a lot of core strength and it might feel a little bit odd on the hip flexors. If it feels like too much, you can bring one side in at a time or one limb in at a time. Try it all the ways and see what feels best for you. From here, let's move on to goddess pose. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Tall back, long arms. I'm gonna change my position so you can see what I'm going to do next. Staying in goddess pose. Let's round the back and bring the hands together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Hands are going to come down to my thighs. We'll do some gentle twisting. Press into the right leg, drop the right shoulder. Look over the left cheek or the left shoulder. Sit up nice and tall and try the other side. Press into the left knee, look over the right shoulder. Let's do another round. Press into the right knee, look over the left shoulder, let the right shoulder drop down. One more time, other side. Being conscientious of your twist. If twisting doesn't feel good, you can always sit these out. If you'd like to amplify the twist, you can use the back of the chair. Nicely done. Warrior one on the left side now. Our left knee is bent. You can walk the foot out and our right foot is going to internally rotate. So our hip changes from this open position to this closed position and our foot points at about 45-degree angle. A nice straight leg. Arms reach up over the head. Long spine, engage the glutes. When I'm here, I'm pretty supported by the chair. Warrior two, I do have to come a little bit more towards the edge of my seat to allow for my hip to open. So now my toes are facing forwards with my back foot and my front leg is still tracking this direction. Our hips are opening up towards this side. I'm gonna get more to the edge of the seat so that I have the rotation of the hip. It was feeling a little uncomfortable. So be sure to feel what feels good and what feels bad in your body. I don't want you to be putting too much torque on the back knee, and I don't want you to feel like you need to be contorting into positions to do this posture. Once you're here with a stable lower extremity, reach the arms out long, warrior two. Gaze is over this hand, but if your neck is tender, you can always look towards the corner of the room or the front of the room. We'll move back into our wide-legged position after this breath. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Our left leg is gonna meet our right leg nice and long now. Our star pose, arms reach up towards the sky and lift the chest. From here, let's shorten our stance and bring our hands towards our hips. Still wide-legged, but just not quite as wide, so that we're able to fold forward. We're moving on to a wide-legged forward fold. This is gonna happen with a flat back, so I'll rotate towards the other side. Our wide-legged forward fold, we're supported by the chair, lift the chest, keeping a nice flat long spine, tilt the hips forward. As you move forward, your feet accept more weight. Move only as deep as you would like, as feels like a stretch, and as feels comfortable for you. Return to standing or tall sitting, and you can shake the legs out. Let's do that one more time. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, exhale, fold. Return to tall sitting. Our last posture is going to be a figure four position. So if you know what to do, go ahead and start on the right side. Let's talk about the setup if we're having a little bit of trouble with our hip flexibility. The goal of this posture is for external rotation of the hip. So you can try just dropping the hip out to the right side, dropping the right leg out to the right side. We're getting that external rotation without the left leg involved. You could try straightening out the left leg, and with that leg externally rotated, perhaps placing it on top of the right foot. Because the foot is no longer supported by the ground, we get a little bit more external rotation. You can try also bringing the knee up a little bit higher. This is gonna be a little bit more challenging. So we're kind of going in degrees of increasing your challenge. This might be a good place to stop. You can rest here or with the ankle across the other ankle, externally rotated and nice and tall. You can add a forward fold. Let's switch sides. So externally rotating the hip might feel comfortable like this. We can gently push on the thigh for more external rotation, or perhaps we put the left foot onto the right ankle, creeping our way towards our figure four. You're already here. Elongate the back of the neck. You can hinge forward or hold. As you explore your flexibility, we'll creep this foot up higher and higher, potentially even getting it to above the knee. Then we could sit here, feeling the stretch of the outside of the hip and folding forward if possible and if wanted. Let's do it one more time on each side. I'm gonna move into my figure four, but choose what feels good for you. Nice and tall, chest lifted, hinge forward. Go ahead and come back into a seat. Let's move on to the other side. I really like this stretch because it's very similar to our pigeon pose on the ground, but we can do it in our office chair or at the dinner table. Let's bring both feet down onto the mat, onto the ground. Thank you so much for joining me on this lower body exploration from the chair. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions and if you'd like to see more chair yoga. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.